So I'm not going to name a company. I will give you a data point, and then I'll share what I think a decent answer is. So I've been amazed at the number of bankruptcies that are occurring on a daily basis. I wrote down some: Brooks Brothers, Lord and Taylor, Papyrus, J. Crew, J.C. Penney, Lucky Brand, Bed Bath and Beyond. I mean, the list just seems endless. We've had more bankruptcies in the past since April 1st than we've had since 2008. So these are companies that are not resilient organizations or didn't see how the world could change and how they would have to be ready to adapt to it, in all fairness to them. Some of it is just the changing nature of retail. Rather than answer what a particular company would be, I think it's a company that embraces a VUCA world. And for those who don't know what VUCA is, it's this notion of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So I think those companies that recognize we live in a VUCA world and they train and behave consistent with what the implications are of a VUCA world are those that become resilient organizations. So an agile development and agile enterprises, by definition, try to shorten the planning cycle to what's known. I think those organizations that have looked at their operations and not just tried to drive efficiency and lean, but ask questions about efficacy are resilient organizations. And those organizations that change the planning cycle from one of what are we going to say about the world over the next 5 years to one of what is the world telling us and how should we respond become resilient organizations. So I think the real key is knowing your customers and accepting the data, even if it's contrary to what you believe to be true. Two is creating an operating model that enables you to adjust quickly and adapt to what your customers are telling you. And I would say your customers include your employees and all your stakeholders now. It's not just the people you sell to. And then lastly, having the organizational mindset to challenge assumptions and ask hard questions and look at what the business needs to do to serve both its employees and the customers well into the future and be willing to change. Now, that sounds simple, but that's really hard for a lot of businesses.